YouTube, all of the crazy ways to play Ryzeal are here. Are we playing them with Sushi? Does it have any possible way to defeat a pure way to play Ryzeal? Are you just wasting your time? Well, let's find out if we can have fun with Ryzeal. Begin.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Well, not forget Max C right away, but we do have the Ashe to negate the Max C. Not today. What is this? Gunkin Suship Daily Special. Reveal 3 Gunkins from your deck. Wait, this is not some sort of Omni Negate? Painful decision as we're going to send the Shari to grab the Shari red. What? That seemed really bad. I don't really understand how this trap works, but maybe it's going to pop off. Hopefully we're not relying on the Max C because the Calm of the Grave is just going to finger me. X Ryzeal into the aggregator. Chain link block the X Ryzeal from getting Ash Blossomed, yes, as we're now going to chain Max C, but not in the draw phase did we activate it to play around an inherent special summon like the X Ryzeal. And with the Max C getting fingered, we're now going to chain the Gunkin Suship Daily Special. Reveal 3 Gunkins from your deck. Your opponent chooses one of them for you to add to your hand. Also, shuffle the rest into the deck. If you revealed a Shari in your hand at activation, you could choose the card to add to your hand instead of your opponent choosing. Okay. Does this do something that leads into a form of disruption? Reveal 3? Come to me, Shari? And then what? Like on resolution, we make a Suship from the extra deck or something? No? A trap that searches? That does not lead to a disruption? Like, traps are already bad enough. It just searches. Why is that not just a normal spell? We have Fulos that we're going to be called by the Grave Fingering, but then there's a Max C, but that's okay. We have an Ashe Blossom to negate thee. Now, if they had a second copy of the Fulos, they could toss it on top. Thankfully, that's not the case. Negate. Does this do something? Well, I'll wait until it actually does something. So let's see what's good. We have 3 pop, a pop, a pop, pop. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 disruptions. Bonfire adding the X Ryzeal, which is going to attempt to negate the Ryzeal Detonator, which we could use the cross to negate the aggregator. Now remember, you can't chain link block the aggregator from the cross negating it, as we use the Plasma Hole to wipe away the X Ryzeal, but that's okay. The sword checks the field or grave for where the Ryzeal is in order to summon from the hand. Negate the aggregator. There's the sword. This is why Maliss is banishing the X Ryzeal and also banishing the aggregator so they can't even summon the node Ryzeal. Here is our committed normal summon. We're going to detonate, wipe away the sword Ryzeal on the effect of ice summoning from the deck. Just not plug in to give the detonator another pop. Exciton Knight. We have 4 cards. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. But the detonator does have the effect of, if an Xyz would be destroyed, you could detach a material instead. What do? Activate. Wipe the field. It is a destroy, where a card like Zeus sends to the graveyard. We are using the protection. We did not chain the plug-in to give the detonator an additional material. We're done. We have nothing left. Marco, no. Before we even get into the Suships, what the sushi does this deck do? Maybe pure is just the only way we should be playing Ryzeal. Let's return 2 cards to the grave, back into the deck, draw a card. Let's plug in, reborn. Now, plug in does leave a lingering effect. You can see in this window here, what the heck's the lingering effect? It even has the attack icon being, got the cross with it, meaning that non-Xyz cannot declare an attack. We also deal no damage. Got the life point symbol under Exciton Knight. That's quite interesting. Utopic Future is what we summoned with our Plasma Hole. What the heck? What does Utopic Future do on its own? We activated the Light Dragon Ignister to destroy the Utopic Future, which the Utopic Draco Future just can't be destroyed by card effect. I guess this has to be part of the effect of detachable material in order to not be destroyed. If it would be destroyed, detachable material instead. And at the end of the damage step, if this card battled an opponent's monster, you could take control of that monster, as this monster cannot be destroyed by battle, thus we don't attack into it. That'd be a big mistake. Maybe we will see some sushi plays. Tachyon would shuffle the sushi back. Don't do it. Utopic Draco Future right away with our Monster Nagi, and the Suship gets... Wait, we searched for a sushi. This is okay. Why would we want the normal sushi? What? Am I missing something? Are we trolling? What the heck was that? What? Instead of searching for a Ryzeal, we searched for... Are we just trolling? What am I not understanding? I thought it could steal? Who? Who could steal? What could steal? You thought what could steal? What? Wait, what could steal? Goodbye to the Utopic Draco Future. Shari is now dead. We do have a Solemn Strike, which can negate a special summon. We got Shari Red. Apparently does nothing. I wouldn't know. I'm not reading it. Now, we have Sword off the top of the deck. Let's cross return 2 bodies engraved back in the deck. Draw 1. Special summon the Sword, searching for the X and the Aggregator Mate. Let's further go into the Duo Tribe, and the Sushi is RIP. Damn, Sushi went stale. Damn. I can't swing my Masked Dragon into anything now. Uh-oh. How do you have room for Fiendsmith and Masked Dragon? And you are playing 40 cards. And you're also main deck and side cards like Ultimate freaking Slayer? This is crazy. What are you not playing in your deck? Engraver is going to be searching for the Tract. It's generally a bad idea to use Ash onto the Engraver. If you want to Ash, you could Ash the Tract or the Requiem effect to summon for the deck. Negate, and with that negate, Luigi Gundam can attack, and we have no other disruptions. And just like that, we have the full Tenpai, wham bam, thank you ma'am, lethal play. It does not matter that we're under the effect of Max C. Imperm would do nothing to this. You try to Imperm one, the other would chain Synchro alongside it to dodge the impermanence. Let's just win up this duel. Come forth into Bident, Dragon, Bident, Reborn, Fool Loss to further draw if you summon from the extra deck. Swing again, and then lethal damage. As this Synchro is performed, no matter what we draw into, will not be activatable, as no cards are activatable whatsoever. Lethal damage. All right, we bricked. Yep, bricks happen. Let's hop into game 2. Begin. Rip Pendulum too, right? We have a Pendulum Chad in our Torms that regularly does well. Drop Pendulum. We're going straight into a Splash Mage. Splash Mage is going to be reborning back the March Hare. Now, we have the ability to return a card in the field or in the graveyard that's a monster back to the hand. We can Ash Blossom Negate, we can MTP non-target banish, we can Cryptor non-target banish. About 4 forms of disruption here. Let's see what's good. Special summon a Fenrir. We also have Kashtira in this deck, and Graver searching for the Tract. Tract is going to be for the search, and we're going to Ash Negate, but then the Fenrir is going to be activatable to banish away the Firewall Dragon. So there goes our Ash. And then we're about to lose the Firewall. Now, Firewall is not even activatable unless it's co-linked. Not being co-linked, it's now gone. We are reliant on the MTP and the Cryptor being our only forms of disruption. Banishing from the grave with Binder is not going to be a disruption here. We are banishing the Binder, as Binder is now going to be coming back. And they now get to thrust any normal spell into their hand. Well, actually banishing the Engraver was a form of disruption. Correction on that. Ransom Reborn, come forth and summon the Cryptor. Yes, sirree. Cryptor come back at 5,000 attack. We have the non-target double banish for both of our disruption. What was that, lightning from taking damage, I think? Ransom searching for the underground. White Rabbit is coming back, as we're now going to thrust into our hand a triple Tactics Talent, which could at least force out the Cryptor banish. Let's MTP, search our deck for the non-target banish of the moon. Now we're left with just the Cryptor. Well, the triple Tactics Talent is going to not take control of Cryptor. What? Cryptor is a banish. Why would we not Cryptor? I don't understand. And then, what is going on? What is going on? I don't know what the hell is going on here. Do we summon the... Okay, I guess... I don't know. Let's hop into game 3. White Rabbit sends to the back row our MTP. We're not playing TB11 as we banish away the White Rabbit, searching for the March Hare. Back onto the field here, White Rabbit, as we're going to banish the MTP with the March Hare, come forth into our Splash Mage. When are we going to max C, though? Am I missing something? Why we don't max C? What is wrong with max C? Okay, now we max C, but we did have Ash negate it. So what do we have here? We have the ability to firewall return back a monster from the field or grave. We can impulse negate a special summon. And in addition to that, we have MTP, non-target banish. Is there a Cryptor in graveyard? There is. We get non-target banish again. Quadra disruption. And through a max C, we have to play through. Let's drop the C early. We don't want a random Fenrir to special summon. Then we're awkwardly not able to activate our max C without triggering it. Into the battle phase we go. Kaiman is going to attempt to search and summon, thus the impulse will negate. 3 more disruption left. Well, we don't need it. That was enough. Damn. Impulse off the top of the deck. We're going to Gold Shark banish the deck. Our Mirror. Mirror is going to be banishing the White Binder. Grab the March Hare as we Binder Reborn back onto the field here. I believe this is the end. Now, Luigi's main deck and cards like Droplet and Ultimate Slayer, not so good against Maliss, but great against Ryzeal. And that's the problem with this meta right now is you can't really main deck good side deck cards against the best deck because the best deck being shared by Maliss and Ryzeal, they are so different that Lancia is great against one, worse against the other. Droplet and Ultimate Slayer is good against one and not so good against the other. So we're in this weird scenario which pretty much is dictating that no deck is viable beyond Maliss and Ryzeal. And they're kind of self-balancing each other to just be. They're kind of colluding. They're colluding to ensure that they are both the best deck. I got your back, bro. People are gonna main deck Lancia, I'll clap them up with my detonator. Thanks, bro. Well, if they main deck Droplet, I'll make sure I clap them up as Maliss. Lethal damage.